Hi boys and girls, it's Mrs. Mayo. How are you today on this gorgeous spring day? It's beautiful, it's warm, but there's a little breeze. And I'm going to be reading some stories today about, you can probably hear, I have some friends over there playing volleyball. So I'll just talk louder sometimes if they're talking really loud. We're going to read about creatures in the garden today. All kinds, creatures that fly, creatures that crawl, creatures that buzz, creatures that slither. And we're going to start with bees. Can you see bees? I'm wearing a bee t-shirt. It's Bee Dance. And it's written by Rick Krostowski. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Okay. Oh, I love this. This book was donated in honor of his birthday on November 20th, 2015. Chase O'Keefe. Thanks, Chase. Bee Dance. When sunlight warms your honeybee's wings, off you go on flower patrol. Follow a sweet scent floating on air to find a honeybee gold mine. Oh, I spy a few other creatures. A grasshopper and what's that? A little ladybug. A prairie in bloom. Wow, look at all those flowers with all that nectar. And I just saw a yellow butterfly go by. Sip sugary nectar with your bendy straw tongue. Yum. Race home. That's how beekeepers keep bees, in a house like that. Climb the beeswax comb. Excitement buzzes all around. The other bees know that you have news. Do the waggle dance, honeybee. Make a figure 8. Twirl in a circle. Wag your body. Up the middle, run. Then twirl around the other side. Buzz, buzz, buzzed. That's how bees communicate. They actually go back to the hive, do a waggle dance, and that language tells the other bees where the really good flowers were. Isn't that amazing? Waggle faster, honeybee. Buzz louder. Your dance points the way to the prairie. How long you waggle your body tells the others how far to go. Now the bees know just where to fly. I think that's incredible. And these are all the worker bees that are going out to collect the pollen to bring back. Soon they see the flowers reaching toward the sky. Go to work, forager bees. Collect nectar to make honey. Stuff pollen into baskets on your hind legs. Stay out late. Carry your heavy prize back to the hive. The last glow of sunset lights the way home. Unload your cargo and store it into the combs, then settle in for the night. They mean the honeycombs that they make. Honeycombs are all exactly alike and exactly the same size and exactly the same shape. When you wake up, warm your honeybee wings in the morning sun and dance the prairie jitterbug once again. The end. Thank you, Chase. and Mrs. Hinton for letting me borrow it. Okay. Now we're gonna read I Love Bugs. And it's by, I'm gonna say Phil Sturgis. And it's illustrated. That means the beautiful pictures are drawn by Sherry Halpern. Look at all the different bugs. In the Garden of Learning, we have lots of good bugs. We have a few bad bugs. Let me see how many bugs here we have. I hope we don't have a grasshopper because they munch, munch, munch on everything. I don't think we have a water bug. Ooh, we do have caterpillars. I don't think right now we have any beetles or a woolly bear. I have dragonflies at home. I haven't seen them here. So we have caterpillars, butterflies, spiders, and bees. Do you know that the queen honeybee lays up to 2,000 eggs a day? And that some butterflies fly as fast as 12 miles an hour? That's pretty fast. Here we go. Bugs, bugs. I like bugs. How many bugs can you spy? How many? Bugs that creep, bugs that crawl. Crawling and creeping. Bugs that hop or fly. I love to find them under rocks or watch them in the sky. Let me see, who did he find under a rock? It looks like beetles. Who else lives under rocks in the garden? Can you think of a few? How about ants? Ants, ants, ants. How about worms? These bugs paddle, and this one weaves. Some make honey and some chew leaves. Some bugs burrow underground and others swoop and buzz around. See the little ant colony? This one's like a bit of bark and this one's like a twig. So can you see how the moth is blending into that tree trunk? That's called camouflage, and they do that to protect themselves from their enemies. Did you see how this praying mantis almost looks like the branch and the leaves, like another stick? Praying mantis are good guys and bad guys because they eat bad guys, but then they eat good stuff too. Cicadas buzz a summer song and crickets dance a dance. I like bugs that blink at night or flutter around the back porch light. Someday, have you ever seen a lightning bug? Someday, I want to see a bug that glows in the dark at night. But this bug is the best of all. It's Ladybug, and she likes to crawl. Bugs, bugs, bugs. I love bugs. The end. Okay. Ooh, I've never read these. Mrs. Hinton was so nice to find some extra books for me in the library because I was I was running out of books. This one is called The Salamander Room, and it's written by Ann Mazer and illustrated by Steve Johnson. We don't have salamanders in the garden, but we sure have a lot of lizards. Who knows, maybe we have a salamander and I don't know it. Here we go. Brian found a salamander in the woods. It was a little orange salamander that crawled through the dry leaves of the forest. The salamander was warm and cozy in the boy's hand. "Come live with me," Brian said. He took the salamander home. "Where will he sleep?" his mother asked. "I will make him a salamander bed to sleep in. I will cover him with leaves that are fresh and green and bring moss that looks like little stars to be a pillow for his head. I will bring crickets to sing him to sleep and bullfrogs to tell him good night stories." "And when he wakes up, where will he play?" "I will carpet my room with shiny wet leaves and water them so he can slide around and play. I will bring tree stumps into my room so he can climb up the bark and sun himself on top. And I will bring boulders that he can creep over." "He will miss his friends in the forest. I will bring salamander friends to play with." He looks kind of lonely by that window, doesn't he? "They will be hungry. How will you feed them?" "Well, I will bring them insects. I will bring insects into my life." Try that one more time. "I will bring insects to live in my room. And every day I will catch some and feed some salamanders. And I will make little pools of water on top of the boulders so that they can drink whenever they are thirsty." "The insects will multiply, and soon there will be bugs everywhere," his mom said. "I will find birds to eat the extra bugs and insects, and the bullfrogs will eat them too." "Well, where will the bullfrogs and the birds live?" "I will bring trees for the birds to roost in and make ponds for the frogs." What do you think his room is starting to look like? "Birds need to fly." "Well, we can lift off the ceiling and they will sail out in the sky, but they will come back to my room when it's time for dinner because they will know that the biggest, juiciest insects are there." "But the trees, how will they grow?" "The rain will come through the open roof and the sun too. And vines will creep up the walls of my room and ferns will grow under my bed. There will be big white mushrooms and moss like little stars growing around the tree stumps that the salamanders climb on." "And you, where will you sleep?" "I will sleep on a bed under the stars with the moon shining through the green leaves of the trees. Owls will hoot and crickets will sing, and next to me, on the boulder, with its head resting on soft moss, the salamander will sleep." That actually sounds lovely. The end. I've never read this book before, but if I had had to guess, I was going to say that the mom would have said to him, "This pretty much looks like a forest, so why don't you take him back to the forest?" But he sure made a nice salamander room, didn't he? And how about one more? "Hello, Bumblebee Bat. My name is Bumblebee Bat. My body is only 1 inch long. Open this book and come fly with me." Wow, and it's written by Darren Lund and illustrated by Patricia Wine. Or Wynn, I think it's Wynn. Hello, Bumblebee Bat. "Hello, little bat. What is your name?" "My name is Bumblebee Bat. I am small, like a bee." Bumblebee bat, how small are you? Well, my body is 1 inch long. I'm 6 inches wide when I spread my wings. Bumblebee bat, what do you look like? Well, my fur is reddish brown. My nose looks like a pig's snout. My ears are long and pointy. My eyes are tiny specks. Bumblebee bat, when do you fly? I fly before sunrise and just after dark. I don't like bright sun. Bumblebee bat, how do you see at night? I make a squeaky sound that bounces back from whatever it hits. I see by hearing. Wow. Because remember, he has those little teeny tiny eyes. Bumblebee bat, what do you eat? I eat small insects like moths and flies. Bumblebee bat, what do you fear? I'm afraid of humans and birds. Humans sometimes burn the forest near my home, and birds try to eat me. Bumblebee bat, where do you live? I live in a cave with my brothers and sisters. Bumblebee bat, how do you sleep? I sleep hanging upside down in my cave. I hold on with sharp claws on my feet. Can you imagine sleeping upside down? Good night, Bumblebee bat. Bumblebee bats were discovered in Western Thailand in 1973. That's really not that long ago. They're sometimes called Kitty's hog-nosed bats. Bumblebee bats are the smallest bats in the world. They're as light as a dime. Bumblebee bats are very good at flying. They can hover in one place for a short time. That means they can stay in one place. Bumblebee bats are endangered. This means they're very rare. But scientists keep the location of the bat's cave secret. This keeps the bats safe. There's a chicken laying an egg. Can you hear? I learned something new. Did you learn something new today, boys and girls? I have never heard of a bumblebee bat before. Well, I think the chickens are saying goodbye. I think it's time for me to go. And until we meet again, stay safe and well and do enjoy this sunshine. Bye.